Hi, I'm Steve Devine. I'm often asked, what is the best time of year to sell a property? Naturally, there are many variables in adequately answering this question, which largely revolve around the person asking the question's circumstances. Notwithstanding, I've discovered over many decades of selling property in the inner west that there actually are better times of the year where we do consistently achieve better outcomes for our clients. Let me share some of the reasons and logic behind these findings. There's no question that the busiest time of the year for us at Devine when it comes to the volume of sales throughout the inner west is during the traditional busy spring selling season. The popular urban myth that, the gardens look their best in spring may not be the real catalyst. We found the more practical reason for this largely revolves around the fact that many families find this the most convenient time of the year to make their move. If they sell in the spring, and then the physical move will typically happen during the school holidays. This way, the family will most likely be settled into the new home, ready for the new school year with the minimum disruption. Whilst we know spring is traditionally the busiest time for selling, we equally know that tradition dictates that the cooler winter months are the slowest. Interestingly, our statistics clearly show that the number of active buyers in the market do not seasonally change. As such, there are just as many buyers looking in the winter as there are in spring. The only difference is that the buyers have far more choices in spring than they do in winter. And as a result, we typically see higher auction clearance rates and prices achieved above reserve price in winter better than in spring. It's a simple case of supply and demand. So what if you don't want to sell during the cooler months because it may not suit your time frame? Well, at Devine, we've learnt there are many ways to create a win-win scenario. Many astute vendors often engage our team to quietly test the market by engaging a select number of buyers who are not only capable of paying a premium price, but would equally be prepared to give you a flexible settlement that works in your best interests. Around a third of transactions are sold without the necessity of going to auction. If, however, auction is your preferred or recommended method of sale, then putting a longer or flexible settlement into the contract that again suits your time frame is usually not a factor in deterring buyers from buying. Indeed, in many cases, it actually works in the buyer's interests. So if selling is on your radar, my strongest advice is to talk to your preferred Devine agent long before you intend the property to actively be on the market. Our advice may ultimately put more money in your pocket and make the whole sales process a lot less stressful than it needs to be.